Feels good. Just being able to go against some pros, some vets who've been doing it for a while, and know how to do it at a high level. Just making me a better player.
We talked before, in rookie minicamp about the chance to go against Joe Thomas, and I know Joe doesn't practice a ton during the offseason. Have you gotten to go against him at all?
Not yet.
Is he still giving you pointers off the field?
Some.
Anything you've been able to use out on the field?
Not that I'm willing to use yet.
I saw you at the down on the floor at the Cavs game one day. Can you just talk about, how cool that must have been for you and what that experience was like, and did you get to meet LeBron or anybody like that?
I got to see him. Didn't really get to meet any of the guys. They were focused on the task in hand, but that's probably my second time at an NBA game that didn't involve my brother, and it was a really exciting feeling. I got to meet a couple of celebrities and just had a good time.
How you feeling?
Feel great.
Are you going to be full go during this minicamp?
I am.
Was it frustrating at all that you weren't able to be out there every day during OTAs?
Yes. I don't like sitting on the side. I want to be out there grinding just like they are.
So not that you can or would be willing to tell us very much, but was that like you just kind of did something your foot in rookie minicamp and kind of just had to take it easy a little bit?
Did Coach tell you?
No.
Did not.
You talked about the Cavs game. How are you enjoying the Cleveland environment so far? I don't know how much you've gotten into it, been around other than the Cavs.
It's a sports town. It's just like College Station, really. Everybody embraces, sports figures and each other, really. It's just a whole big old family, and I'm just enjoying it.
What would you do in between? Uh-oh. Is that going to hold up?
Straw that broke the camel's back.
What will you do in between minicamp and training?
Go home, work. Probably go out to College Station and work with one of my old weightlifting coaches and my D-line coach.
So you won't go to one of these, places where a bunch of pros will meet up. You'll mostly stick around College Station.
I might go for a week, but I plan on getting back to Texas and taking on the heat, getting some work done.
Now you're a couple months into it. What's the transition been like from college player pre-draft stuff to everyday life in the NFL?
It's kind of just like work. And you come here at 6, you leave at 6 or 7. You got to be fully in tune with what you're doing. You got to make sure you know what you're doing every time you come out here. It's the job applications. You're putting your resume out on the line and showing what you want to put out there on film every single day. So you have to make sure you put out something good.
Has there been anything that surprised you about the everyday grind of it?
How long it was and how long the days are. But other than that, it's been what I expected.
What about the speed of the game, the intensity? Are you finding that you're fitting right in? Is it about what you expected?
About what I expected.
And how about a guy, a very experienced pass rusher like a Desmond Bryant, being back out on the practice field and in the meeting rooms? How has that helped you to have a guy like Des around?
He's been away for a little bit with his injury, but I'm really just trying to get to know him so we can ask him those pressing questions. Since he has so much experience, just trying to get to pick his brain.
When we talked to Hugh, he always said, last week we talked to him, he said, "Man, did you see what he did?" Talking about you. Did you see what Myles did? Are you getting that same feedback from him and Greg, and how does it make you feel when the coach lights up every time he talks about you?
He doesn't talk to me like that.
No?
He tells me to keep on working. That's what I want to hear. It's nice that he sings praises for me through the media, but I'm never satisfied, and he knows that, so he's going to keep on pushing me to be better and better each day.
Does Greg have much positive reinforcement, or is he pretty much on you about corrections?
If I had 5 sacks, he's like, "Why didn't you have 7? If you had 3, why didn't you have 4?" And that's the mentality you got to have. You can't be satisfied with what you did today. You got to be better the next day.
when Demario Davis got traded, put an Instagram post up to you guys about continue to work to shock the world. I don't think it's any secret to you that expectations coming off last season here are probably not hugely high around the country. Is shocking the world something you guys talk about? Is that something you see in your team?
We're just trying to get better each day. If that shocking the world is part of that, then we'll have fun with it. But other than that, we're just trying to be great and work hard each day.
Myles, most of the time when I've seen you out there, it's kind of been with the third-team defense, you and Jabril and even Larry to a certain extent. So can you just talk about, kind of starting out with the third team and knowing that you have to really kind of work your way up the depth chart?
I wouldn't have it any other way. I got to prove myself. I haven't shown any kind of resume for what I can do on the NFL level, so they have to see, and I have to go from level to level, from spot to spot, and show that I can be successful.
And do you think that that there's a method to that madness? I mean, do you think it makes you hungrier, gives you something to strive for in camp?
They don't have to worry about my hunger, but yes, it does. Because at the end of the day, I want to be, starting, but it takes time, and I'm going to put in the work.
What just about you and Ogba on bookends on that defensive line? Because rushing the passer was not a strength of this team last year. So you two together, what can you do?
What can we do? We'll see. We'll see in training camp when we're all going against each other. We got pads on that can really, show what we can really do. But until then, it's just going hard, making sure we know the plays, and making sure we're going full speed so we have correct conditioning until that time comes.
Didn't you get to know Carl Nassib a little bit, before you showed up here? And if so, what's that relationship like, and how are you guys kind of maybe motivating each other a little bit or talking about what you're capable of?
No, I didn't expect to see him again. When last year when they picked up 2 ends, I was really thinking, oh well, looks like I'm going somewhere else. But Faye brought me here, and just glad to see him again. We've had a relationship, going to a couple of award ceremonies and just keeping in touch. So we're familiar with each other.
Yeah, did you become pretty good friends throughout some of that process? Yeah. And where did you first meet? Do you recall?
I think Lombardi.
So last year during the draft, you were already thinking about who might take you and if the Browns were a possibility?
I mean, I wouldn't think about everybody, but seeing as they picked up 2 ends, I was kind of not adverse to going there. Definitely wasn't, but it was just thinking that maybe that they weren't going to want to take another chance on another end. But they did, and hope to prove that they made the right decision.
Does it make you even realize even more? Carl came in as the nation's leading sacker that year with 15 and a half at Penn State, and then you get to this level and you realize, well, he also broke his hand, and was out for a few games. But does that also help you realize that you just have to work so hard to get your sacks at this level?
Oh yeah, I mean, nothing's going to come easy. You're going against the best each and every week, so you got to put in your work every single day. Extra if need be, and to me, you need it every single day to be where you want to be.
Can I ask one more question? It's Father's Day this Sunday, and your dad wrote such a nice tribute to you and about you on the Players Tribune. What can you just talk about that relationship and just what he's meant to you?
I mean, he's my best friend. And he's always been a figure in my life. He's always been there in my corner, ups and downs. I always have somebody to fall back on.
And what do you think of what he wrote?
Who says I read it?
Did you read it? You didn't read it. Why not?
I usually don't read what it's put out there about me, whether it's from my family or about my family or about me.
Not even your dad?
I mean, he loves me, so that's all I need to know.
He didn't let you know, hey, check this out?
Nope.
Kind of family style?
Yeah.
Have you ever written anything like that in a birthday card or
no.
when you graduate or anything?
No.